Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbabley, and today a topic that I've just referred to as lost writing. Various periods, various times, I've written bits of text, and I've been able to weave a lot of this text together into half a dozen novellas that sit on a hard disk. Actually, they don't sit on a hard disk anymore, they sit in the cloud. How exciting. And I often wonder what I'm going to actually do with these novellas. I mean, some of them fit together loosely, some of them don't. And given my experience associated with the writings in Field of Chaos, I've not really been putting much emphasis in putting this text out. Given the vast quantities of Field of Chaoses that I find through ABE books, returned swiftly to second-hand stores, mainly from my own promotional endeavours of sending them out to people, I've realised that perhaps writing is not the medium of choice for me. Although I like writing, I got a lot out of writing my various texts, in particular some of the academic texts that were published, if nothing more to say, hey, I can play the academic game, anyone can play the academic game. But I start to wonder what the role of text will be in the future. Is it better actually to buy a video camera and start recording things for potential future documentaries? How on earth can words on a page influence people sufficiently? Truth be told, through the recent experiences that I've had within the community, I've realised that the delta between me and a generation prior, at least in this country, is so vast that I probably should be putting some time into something that reaches a younger generation. I don't even really think my generation is capable of making sufficient change in the capacity and the time that I have available. So the only answer that I have been able to find through all this soul-searching is that I need to put something down for another generation to pick up. So at least in my last dying days, I might have the opportunity of seeing others motivated and compelled through some of the ideas that I've been able to propagate. I'd like to think that Field of Chaos was a start to that. I'd like to think that the ideas in Field of Chaos laid a blueprint for future meanderings and wanderings, and honestly a lot of the text is around the Field of Chaos concepts and projecting them in a variety of different directions. But given the success that Field of Chaos has not had, in fact, based on the fact that every time I bring my royalty check in annually for tax assessment, my accountant says to me, why do you even bother bringing these things in? Somewhere through there, these words that I've squirreled away probably need to be put out in one form or another. And ultimately, I suspect, after I'm trampled to death by rock-throwing homeless folk, as is the current suggestion, I might wonder, in my last minutes, in my last seconds, in the last instant, what this has all been worth, particularly as these texts are squirreled away. Maybe I need to invest some time in a couple of years associated with pushing all these things together, editing them down and putting them out there. But I have a busy year next year, and that is going to be the topic of another Short Funk recording. Tom Barbabley in San Jose, signing out.